How many of you would make more money being an employee in your own company? Now, that's scary. Doesn't mean that you should make more just because you're the owner, but when you start getting a little cynical because I've got everything I own on the line, you know, I can't quit. If I quit, I have to go to the bank and try and quit. And then they'll say, you can't. All right? But we want everyone to make the most that they can. But how about this? If we can engage the knowledge. I mean, here, look at the ideas we're getting here. And how many talented employees you brought with you. Wouldn't it be great to tap into the knowledge that all employees could give? Now, another interesting line. Would it be possible, and I think this would be best to be addressed to the employees. How about this? Would you ever feel confident, perhaps maybe, saying to your employer, I give you 100% of my 80%? Think about it. Are there employees in your company that could actually say to you, I give you 100% of my 60%? And what's interesting here is so often it's because the leader hasn't tapped or allowed the employee to get engaged so they can give you 100% of their 100%. Are you with me on that?
Hi, I'd love to talk to you today about Neil Ducoff. Neil Ducoff has been a wonderful educator that I've had the experience to listen to many times. He's a man who speaks with great passion. He's a man that reaches out and lets people know that he's there to help them. He's offered great opportunities for me to grow my business. Listening to him speak is just amazing because not only is he a man that gives wonderful information and gives it to you in a usable format, but you know that he lives this stuff. He's got passion for it. He lives it, he breathes it, and he shares that with you, making not only you feel more powerful, but more capable when you get home.
Empowerment, we talked about that. So productivity is a culture, but productivity is also empowered by leadership. I've already started getting into that earlier about levels of authority, levels of decision-making, what's on your plate. Focus on what's going to help your company grow in value. Begin focusing on stuff that will affect your company 2, 3, 4 months, 6 months, a year down the road, and let people who are closer to the work make the daily operational decisions. If we need to bring in the jaws of life to separate you from making those daily I'm talking to the leaders here, to separate you from making the daily operational decisions, then so be it. And sometimes we need the jaws of life to do it. But you've got to get your team involved in making decisions at the right level. Leaders need to be working on the future, growing the company, the policies, advancement, investment, expansion, refinement, new services, innovation. You don't have to worry about, well, someone didn't show up today. What are we going to do? You do what has to get done to deal with the situation. You'll do a great job. They just need to understand what the parameters are.
What I really like best whenever I hear Neil speak is his passion and conviction for what the material that he's delivering, for what he has to say, is just, it's just so evident. I mean, you could see that he lives it, and he breathes fire into it when he says it. And he's a pretty entertaining guy. I mean, I get all his jokes, and I laugh every time, and it's just part of the realness, the humanness, and I guess of the passion that he has for the material that he delivers.